to 7. Okay, this one right here. So this is one limitation of using the device. One board. You cannot do the you cannot go to the next day. Right? So this is one of the limitations that we have when you are using just device. At least for some of these devices. Some of these other time maintenance-based devices can give you access to go the next day. For this one I can see I can't choose the following day. Because if I do 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. let's just put something like this. And I say my work time should be earlier than off work time. So it makes no sense, right? So let us say 7. So let us say for this training, 7 to 11 o'clock. We have created that time shift. Now these are shift period. Now this shift time, this shift management we are creating here is the time. You can see just when work starts and work ends. So multiple shifts will have different time when their work starts or their work ends. So this is where we define the different times. Now, after defining the different time, I now say, there's also what's called the attendance rule. Let's check attendance rule. Attendance rule is mark as late, please check in for. Mark as absent, so I leave it, please check out. So this is where you set all this rules. This one set it. Then now, let us say for departments now. I want to create, let's say we took on as schedule. I want to create a new schedule. We call it prime schedule, or the full prime schedule, as company prime schedule. Now, which department and which, either we choose department of people that will use the schedule, or we do it per person. So that means either we are assigning the schedule for the whole department, or we are assigning the schedule per person. This is where we decide. So if it's department, we choose per department. If it's per person, we choose person, and we have to be selecting the people one by one. So let us put the department for this one. Say department, and everybody in all the departments should take this schedule. For instance, you cannot do OK. So we are using the department 7 schedule. So 7, right? We've created that schedule. Go next. Now the schedule setting. Now the schedule type can look as advanced time. Now the week, how many times? You know that time period we choose. When should we apply for Monday? But for that department now, they work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? And the shifts that we are going to use for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you can edit it and choose the prime morning shifts. So for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they're using the morning shifts. Then on Saturday, they can save this one. Then you can now add another schedule. That one, I think we named down a prep schedule. That's the last one. You can add another schedule for the weekend one, right? So that another one works for the weekend and call it prime weekend. Okay. So you can call it prime, or just call it weekend like that. Also for let's say all the departments. Or let's say a department, or you choose the department that works on Saturday. Next. Now this one only applies for Saturday and Sunday, yeah? For people that work on Sunday. And I can now choose prime night, prime whatever you have configured to work on that one. So you see we have created we have created schedules. We are not managing. Let me turn off management so that we are not using management. Yes.
Still on this, before we speak this segment, let me use Mr. Emmanuel for instance. Both of us are on the same department.
Yes.
We now assign us to maybe me, day shift, morning shift, and him is on night shift. How do we do it? We are the same department.
That's why you now do person. That's why you now do. So where is? That's why you now choose person. I'll put this person. Okay. For this person I do next. Now for this person I will choose this time. Morning. After doing this one, this and add the schedule. Right? Person. I'll choose another person. I'll give him a different shift. Like that, because I've created a different kind of.
We choose from You assign to each person.
Each person.
From that reservoir you need.
Yes, from the list of names. No problem. You can control the time attendance. When you do the time attendance, you set the rule, you set all this. Basically, that's it. So when people come, they have already been assigned their schedule, they know their time. So when they don't print and the record is there. And by the time the record is there, when you now come to attendance statistics on the phone, the person managing, that's the admin, can see who has completed. Let's say I go to this. I didn't assign the shift to when you assign the shift.
Standard is there out, you don't let see.
So I can see, I think you visit the president and everything.
Maybe I've always had a little question.
So, Saturday. So you can check attendance statistics. Okay, because it's not yet clocking, there's no clocking time yet. We won't see the record yet. Until for yesterday now, for training, you can see some people that we added yesterday. 6 persons were absent, but they only clocked in once. I can see the record of people that were absent. They were expected, but they were absent yesterday. You can see different people that missed checks. These people missed their check, they didn't check. They checked in, but they didn't check out. So all those things. You can see all the different records from the mobile phone. And to generate reports, attendance statistics, to generate reports for day, I won't see where to generate report for day. But because the monthly attendance, I can come to months. All the ones for the maybe September now, you can choose the period, or you can choose the month, which year, which month, select the month. Right? I can now export the reports down there.
In your flash.
This one downloads to your phone because you're doing it on your phone. See, attendance summary. And save. And save it. You can go.
What format?
Excel. Attendance summary. So it opens. I can see the different records, different names. It's like now different names. And see, that time, one first time, we will check the one. I see the different records. Different records. Attendance. You can download, you can choose the type of report. If it's some reports, I can choose abnormal report, attendance report, attendance records. I can choose attendance records. I have a report I want. Right? I choose attendance records. And I open the attendance. So I can see from Mr. Emmanuel now, I can see. Okay, the time on the device is wrong. Oh, no wonder it didn't show me anything on the record for today. See the 3 times that we use different time. You can see his time is there, right? His time is there. You can see his time. You can see when it's at 18, and this time, and this time. You can see these are different records. All from and the attendance is local on the device. You just connect it to the hotspot of this. I'm able to do that.
The scenario that you're using on the system, Windows for instance, but this is phone or Android. So is there any software that needs to be?
If you're using a computer, it's just your browser also. Same way, same thing. Just connect to
software.
What are you going to search? What are you going to search on?
Okay, for this particular device, it's through just your browser.
the browser. Okay. Very good question. Now, for instance, now. For instance, now, let's say I connect to the hotspot and it doesn't show me that sign into network or the website goes ACS, that's Access Control System, VIS, VideoIntercomSystems.com. Once you have connected to the hotspot, just go to this website, it will open it. ACS, VIS.com, it will open it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Sorry.
Sorry.
ACS, VIS.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I came late.
Okay, let me.
I came late, sir. So I've only been privileged to make use of this guy,
Okay.
so I have not used this one before because this is of two types. There's one that have the battery and also the one that doesn't have battery. So I've been privileged to use this exact one, and then so I just want to know what's the difference between this one and this one.
Okay, very good. This one is all the time attendance device. So,
Time attendance device.
Not access control.
not access. This one is an access control device and
Time.
time attendance.
Okay.
The max.
Maximum is face capacity is 300, sorry 500, but fingerprint and card can take 3,000.
Can take 3,000. Wow. So this one is an improved version of this guy.
Yeah, but they are not. This one is
just like
this one is
2-in-1.
access control. This one is like 2-in-1. This one is just purely attendance.
Or just attendance and access control.
Purely attendance.
So lastly,
There's an application you did say, an acronym. This one is T.
Yes, yes. So exactly. So when you see the one that has K1A,
K1A.
only attendance, the model number. When you see K1C,
Time.
you can do access control and time attendance. But when
okay.
you K1A, it's only attendance. This one too also is
Can this one work with
K1A.
Can this one work with Magno?
This one,
No, that.
this one.
Yes.
Yes, that's what's outside there.
Okay.
It's an access control. Yes.
Access
Okay,
control.
so lastly,
Yes.
should I say we or can we have like a video of
Step by step.
for this guy, so that because some of us that
The wiring and the.
yeah, some of us that use social media, we can post that on our pages or maybe post it on our status. Letting them know or letting people know that this is not just really what is available, and then you can have this. And I think this is more cheaper and it's more cost friendly. Just a step by step and how people use it. There are some like this solar cameras, solar street light camera. There's this 30 seconds, 1 minute video on how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, that is very rampant. If we can just have something like that we can show to the public, also as a means. Yeah.
I don't know what promotional content anyways. You have to remember, I'll check if I can find the videos, if we have videos. But most of them, if they are available, they are on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
In a particular place we can get them.
So, let me connect this back.
So there are some that I've even seen that you can use to open the door. I don't know, something like this that
Yes,
is just on a
This
click.
one. Yeah, that's what I asked you can do.
This one can open the door.
Yes. That is why it's
That's
access.
for access control and for.
I know. This is powerful.
This is a timing.
Small but mighty. Sorry.
Just to show you things that are available. Oh, am I connected to Oh, sorry. The Wi-Fi I'm connected to the access control.
Okay.
No problem. My browser is from my computer.
Chrome can do like that sometimes. Why not use this?
So sir, it also have a Wi-Fi.
Yes, you have to connect.
Yes, that's Wi-Fi. That's the AP. He didn't answer. The AP means access point. You can use your phone to connect with it.
Interactive platform is connected to the system.
That is
And it will connect to
great.
internet.
So all those configurations I was doing, this one gives its phone hotspot. You now connect, and that you can use your phone.
I need to configure the main things.
if you want to show us what is available on net, I think we can do that.
You can do on your
I
own.
would suggest yes.
So
Can we-
just that yourself and move on.
You just a particular page one will click on to get all of us.
You just go to YouTube and look for the Hikvision corporate website or technical website.
There's the connection and the training that matters. That one you cannot see this training anywhere.
So let's go through. So for this one, we get this configuration. Yes. What is configuration? For the manual device. Yes,
This one
what is the configuration on this one, guys? Yes, sir.
Anyway, sir.
No, I'm talking
But, sir,
most
I have a
wicked,
question.
this one is more common than
This one,
this one. Even when the last question you're like, this is the first
Yeah.
time.
That's one I've worked with.
Because if people come now, this is the one we won't.
Let me open this slide and give you step by step. But this one is new. I can show this setup on the screen. This one was not supposed to be. So let me open this.
But I have a
But
question.
every section of this one is inside this is the same thing as this one.
I have a question on this.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, Elias, how are you?
Shay is interfaceable with the system, right? You can connect with the system using IP.
Yes.
Now, my question is,
Hi.
there's a system that is connected to your Wi-Fi. Say
It's been a while. Hope you're good.
and then you want to link it using the internet cable.
Please do well to like.
Because I've had a scenario like that. Let's assume the IP is 192.168.1.1 for instance. And since you're not connecting it through the router, you're connecting it direct. You use your IP, your subnet mask, the same. I've had a situation whereby I use my subnet mask to send, let's say, 255.255.255.0 and my IP from the same range, but it was not communicated.
It does not
It doesn't communicate.
For
Like,
this device.
not this device. here.
This one, what kind of device?
Something like this, but it's not like this.
How did you try to ping it, or how did you try to?
I pinged it. I did ping it. Ping, so then you'd see all the packets if you deliver.
It was replying,
Yes,
but it was not opening the
it was
web
not opening on
page.
the.
Maybe the device does not have a web portal to open on the device, so maybe it doesn't have a web portal. Maybe you need to use a software to manage it, just like this one. This one cannot open the web portal. You need to use it, you need to connect to the software.
Software. Oh.
So to open, if you try to open, it will tell you HTTP error found or something like that, or not found.
Okay.
So now for this time attendance device now, well, unfortunately I can't project this on the screen. So I'll open this slide so I can send this. I'll send this slide also. There's a step-by-step process. This one is a ESK1824 device, another old access control device that has the process. The other one can work. The steps are exactly the same as this one. Steps are exactly the same. So now the first thing we need to do is add person. So we are with this device now. I don't want to disconnect because the battery is bad. First, add person. To enter this menu, you press and hold the OK. Right? Then, of course, when you are setting up, you have set yourself as administrator. The first person here is also user. So when I create user, I can create the users. That means I can add the people who are going to use the attendance. Right? And this is the add person. User, you create the user, well, give them the department, and create the department for them and give them departments. So you assign the different users to create, right? These are the menu. Now, after we do that, the next one is we want to set the attendance room. The attendance room to set is to go how early can someone come to work, how late can they come to work, how early can they leave out. These are the different attendance rooms. So that's the next thing I need to set, which comes to the room. Now, how do you get there? It's also in this menu. The next thing, you go to the shifts. You find it under shifts. Right? So move the cursor and select shifts. Normal. Then the row. So when I correct, go to shifts. Go for shifts. Okay. The normal is the thing on, you see this thing red, there's normal there. There are two of them, there's normal and man hour. Normal means normal rule that I can set a beginning time when work starts and a closing time when work ends. So anybody thumbprinting must come to work at that time and close at that time. But man hour is different. When you are setting man hour, it's a flexible time. I can say man hour can now say, oh, I'm setting a period of 9 hours. 9 hours means I can come by 12 o'clock, but I must use 9 hours. I can come to work by 9 o'clock, but I must use my 9 hours. That's a man hour. That's man hour period. So you can set any of this time. But in Nigeria, most of us use the normal shifts. Right? Yes, it's normal shift for us. So you can now do the normal, then rule. When you press OK, it will enter this rule page. Now this rule page, how early, the allowable early duration to go to work. How early can you get to work? The next time you can set it is in minutes. So you can set 60 minutes. 60, you can get to work before 60 minutes before time, 1 hour before time, so that I can complete. On work advanced time, sorry, that's the on work advanced time. The latest on work check time, the allowable latest duration to go to work. Allowable latest duration I can go to work. Maybe, anybody that's coming to work must come between maybe 8 o'clock, what starts by 9? Between 8 o'clock and if he's going to come to work at all that day, max, 11 o'clock. Anything after 11 o'clock, he can't come to work. But that's the latest on work time. That's the latest time that anybody can try to come to work. Now, absent time or the bracket late, let's say the late time. How late can someone be?
Immediately after the last.
Sir?
Immediately after
This one? How late can someone, I'll explain to you, how late can someone be? And I said, you have your office, you want to start to come by 11 o'clock. No, I can give them only grace period, like grace period of lateness. 10 minutes. They have only 10 minutes here. Though the system can say, the latest somebody can come to work is 11 o'clock. But the only allowable late period is from 9 to 10. It's from 9:10 to 9
o'clock to 9 o'clock.
Or 9 or 10. 9:10. So anything 9 o'clock to 9:10, to still count them, okay, they came, they are normal. But from 9:10 to 11 o'clock, they are late. Anything after 11 o'clock, they are absent.
Come to work.
They didn't come to work again.
Thank you, sir, for my own concerning that the first one that talks about on work time.
Yes, sir.
What about if I decide if I'm installing now? The person that I'm installing for now said that he just wants his worker to be at work 8 to 6. So is all these ones, are they necessary for me to be writing this time?
No, it's not. It's just a rule. If you want to set all of them 000, for 000 will mean clocking. Person that will only start clocking in once it's 8 o'clock. And when it's 6 o'clock, you clock out. Okay. Anything outside that, there's no any other permission. Okay. You have to keep to that time.
It's not flexible.
It's not flexible. You have to keep to that time. Right? So that's also. So now that's the absent time is the late period, grace period for late. Then the off work early time. How early can you leave work? Right? I can also set that to maybe 60 minutes, so that maybe anybody I want to can start leaving. They have the chance to start leaving from 4 o'clock, maybe work by 6, from 5 o'clock. That's 60 minutes. Now, latest off work check time. That's the latest time they can leave work. Some people work close by 6, but sometimes they don't leave work till 8 or 7, maybe 4. You can increase it based on what you want. Right? That's the latest time they can leave work. Now, the early leave period is a grace period. How early they can leave work, that will be okay. So I can set down to 10 minutes. If you leave 10 minutes before 6, no problem. Right? Anything lower than 10 minutes, so you have put 60 minutes here, it will show you that you left early. But within 10 minutes to 6, no problem, you are allowed to leave. That's the grace period to leave there. You understand? And this is now configured here. And that's the attendance rule. So after the attendance rule, what can we set? We now set the shifts. Right? When we come to set shift template, so go to shift. When we enter this shift under normal, to get to that attendance rule before, we have put the arrow here and tap on OK on it. So it will enter the rule that we just configure before. But because now we have done the rule, we now just scroll down. By default, it comes to this template, the 2-day, 4-day rule. But I won't nobody just work for 2 days or 4 days in Nigeria. You work for the 5 days or even Saturday in India.
Sometimes Sunday.
Yes, sometimes on Sunday. So I can either edit this one or just create my own using edit the custom, right? To create my own, which is also here. So if I edit the custom now, like this custom one, the opens custom one, I can now set a period of when work starts and when work ends. Work starts by 8 o'clock and ends by 6 p.m. I can set that now.
For that person.
No, in general, just the way we are creating timetable.
Okay, for
that
the
time.
other, okay.
So just this is the timetable. The customer takes the time period of 8 to 6. In Nigeria, we don't use this many periods, so just doing period 1 is okay. In Nigeria, we don't do. If you do period 2, that means in the same shift, there's this time of maybe you clock in between 8 and 10. If you want to deploy it in government office, to catch people that are research. Complete in the morning, run away, and come back and accomplish in the night. If you want to catch those kind of people, you can now create time, these checking times. You must check in between 8 and 10. You must check in between 11 and 12. Check in between that time. So you can, that's what you can use to be creating these many periods. Okay, but we might not need it, we might not just need to check in between that time. Do you understand that? So you can set that shift. So that's basically the shift we are creating, it's just a time period. You have to put it in 9 period. But you don't put on that period, you put each time on that custom. So the morning shift can be on the custom 1, night shift on custom 2, like that. Weekend shift, because weekend time will be different again, custom, the other customs. Do you understand that? Now, we've done shifts. Setting holiday is optional, and I'll skip it also. Now, the next thing is schedule. Now, we've created the person, we've created the role, we've created the shifts. Now, we need to schedule the attendance to the people that will use it. So that's the schedule now. You can now go to set schedule. So set schedule shift by department or by individual, just as we did that time. Per department, you can just assign everybody in management, everybody in company can take this time. Or for person, you can just edit the person. Let's say you select person by individual by person. Select the person. You set the shift. Remember we created shifts. And the custom 1, the custom 2, the custom, of course you change the name to what suits you. You set shifts. The time period when that shift will be effective. Maybe it starts from 1st of August. So now you set that to maybe next 1 year or next 2 years, depending on what shift when you want to set it. You set the start period and the end period for when that shift works. Now you are not adding all day. So once you do that set shift and you click that, you can now escape. You can say, oh. If you press OK, will just be editing this thing. But when you are done setting what you need, just press escape. Go back. Now, next thing, that's the configuration. So, of course, if you want to assign for a person, you do for the first person, you do for the next person, you keep doing. If you want to assign by individual, you do for the department, set this thing for the department. Okay. Now, when you are setting the sheet, I will open the menu for what the issue is here. I want us to see it. Yes, I don't know how to see it now, but let me quickly go to this. When you are setting this sheet, the way you choose it, because it will list it. It will list every day of the week. In another schedule. So to get to schedule, there's a symbol there on the menu that goes to schedule. That's schedule there. So just go to schedule and press press. Now, see by department, you can see there's data by department or by individual. So let's just go by department and then do OK. Now, it's highlighting the set sheet for me like this. This set sheet. When I press OK, now let me show you. See, it shows normal for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On there, it shows the, I'll take it down, but it shows the 2-day Remember, under when we were creating the shift, we had 2 days, we had 4 days, and we had custom 1, custom 2, custom 3, 20, 30, which you have edited to your own. Now, that's not, the option is between normal and what? Non and man hour. Remember, we use normal. Now, for the shift, let's say we use custom 1. For Monday, we are using custom 1 time period. We change it to, I've created a lot on this. Custom 5, custom the one you created. On Tuesday, so come to Tuesday, we see normal attendance and say, oh, I'm also using the same time as custom 5.